ANJO, which is the Gyat, the babe, which is this is the end game. So ANJO is this character. She's the limited. She is beast, and apparently she works with a lot of weight. Like her kit is insanely big, and I can show you. I think is this. This is the kit, right? Let's quickly read it, and then I'll make a video about it. Okay? So we'll just read it once. Inside Contracting Oath, upon entering combat, select one ally to enter into a treaty. ANJO and the ally targeted by treaty gain bonuses based on each other flatus. Okay, the ally targeted by treaty cannot gain or use their ultimate. Any moxie gain is redistributed to ANJO, so she yoinks the moxie that the character you made a pact with is gaining. She's gaining instead. And as we saw in the video, I'll try to fetch it if the VOD later in the video, if the VOD allows it, if the VOD is up. She had 12 moxie, by the way, a 10 or 12 moxie. You know the sockets, she had 12 of them. She had like 2 lines, so it's not like she's going to overcap. She's gonna have a lot of sockets. ANJO has an increased moxie limit. Yeah, I believe it was 10 or 12. So depending on which one you choose to form a treaty with, you gain, in the ally target, you gain these 3 type of bonuses, either attack and max HP, or crit damage and reality defense, or crit rate and mental defense. Okay? Will need all the players also get the standard banner? No, because the standard banner free character, yes. Random free characters, yes, but the beginner banner is only for new players, right? Upon entering, unless you never pulled on it, maybe your beginner banner will change if you never pulled on beginner. Who knows, right? That's a curious question. Upon entering combat, increase crit damage. Okay, that's I2. It's probably gonna be 8 or 10% crit damage. When the ally targeted by treaty actively casts an incantation, ANJO reduces the duration of Joyous. What the fuck is Joyous? Did I read Joyous? Okay, well, maybe we'll know later what Joyous is. Depending on the type of treaty formed, trigger one of the following effects. Cast Satisfying Meal, extra action. Cast Angel's Invite, extra action. ANJO gains an additional moxie. So you can set her up. Just comes in later. It's her channeled. Okay, that's fine. So basically, you need. So her team is giga important, looks like. Her team is like extremely important, because depending on what you want to make ANJO do and how you want to like set up your gameplay and your approach to the game, to the encounter, determines which character you're bringing. Because like you might not have a spirit, you might not have a beast. You need to like do, okay, I want her to cast this or this. Then I need to use 6, for example, make an example, right? If I want her to cast Satisfying Meal, I need to bring 6. She forms the pact with 6, and now 6 casting any incantation will trigger this extra action, which is pretty good, to be honest. Pretty cool. Beast, if you make her the pact with, if you want her to be single target, you do Spirit Intellect. Okay, I didn't read what the actions do yet, so, but good to know. AoE if you want. Okay, so if we go mineral, so Angel's Invite is an AoE, Satisfying Meal it's a single target. Okay, if you want additional moxie for whatever reason, then you make a contract with fucking Getian or something, right? Incantation 1, Satisfying Meal. Oh, okay, so she casts incantation skill 1 or Angel's Invite, depending on the, okay, but they will count as extra action. That's crazy. That's crazy. Incantation 1. Satisfying Meal is a one-target attack dealing mental damage, so she is mental. Inflict admiration on the target. I'm assuming this is the charm. If the caster is in the joyous state, we still have to yet to know what this is. I think we can. It's here. We'll read it in a second. Reduces its duration. Deals additional mental damage based on the number of negative status effects on the target. Okay, So it's like a miniature, has a miniature build up Blasphemer of the Night in it. Okay. Admiration is what that she applies on the target, is a reduced damage dealt, transforms into charmed when it reaches a certain number of stacks. So I'm assuming that this regarding of the ranking of the card, the more higher the ranking, the easier it is to make them instantly charmed, I would assume. I don't know, we don't know. Charmed. Cannot act, decrease it when they get charmed. In decrease attack, ANJO Nala's attack increases by the same amount. So if you're attacking a boss that has let's say a hidden stat attack of 1000 and you're dealing minus 10% charmed attack, it's not a boss, maybe it's an elite, right? You charm the elite and it has like 1000 damage and you're getting 10% of it. The decrease of attack, it's 10%. ANJO Nala's attack is going to increase by 100 because the original number that was the 10% of, it was 1000, let's say, right? So the attack of Nala is going to increase by 100. I don't think it's going to be 10% attack. It might be more, might be less. Who knows? So, so that's really interesting. Really good so far. I really like it. Incantation 2, Twins Phantom. Self-channel, enters the joyous state. We finally have an understanding on the joyous state. When the channel ends, cast Angel's Invite. So it's a channel. It's like getting drunk on chew. It's like you drink on chew when you are drunk. During the state, or even when you get young, you start praying the bones. When the channel ends, you cast Angel Invite. I don't know how long this goes for. It might be a card that you want to cast at the end of the turn, so you get into this status, and then the next turn you open with Angel Invite. If ANJO Nala is already in the joyous state, decrease the duration. So I'm assuming this is a state that it's annoying to keep up, so you want to do multiple cards, so you quicken the time where you will be done with this joyous state and you can finally cast the Angel Invite. I am assuming, right? Now, the joyous says channel. Idea is that you reduce joyous as quick skill as possible. I didn't even read it, and by logic alone, Giga Chad, 5ed, 7ed, I already knew this without reading it. Am I the only one disappointed character design or more female stars? I like it. Can it be crazy? Could have been crazier? Yes. But, you know, enters... Okay, so you enter this joyous state, and I'm assuming there are two assumptions to be done here. The first assumption is Angel's Invite gotta be a Giga Nuke, because Angel's Invite can't just be a silly attack, because why would I go through the pain of doing joyous state and casting it on top of each other over and over and over to make it go on off as quickly as possible so I can finally cast this Angel Invite. So I am assuming this Angel Invite is some Giga attack that does a lot of damage. It's an AoE, but you know, I'm assuming it's gonna have a higher number because of the pain of going through it, right? If ANJO Nala is already, it decreases this duration. Okay, so we'll see. Now, extra incantation. This is the Angel's Invite that we're talking about, that you will be casting at the end of the joyous state, or by forging a pact with a mineral or a star character in your party, and then when they do a follow-up attack, she does the Angel Invite. Now, this Angel Invite might be different, but it's probably the same. So I would assume because of this, Angel Invite won't be that crazy damage-wise. So we'll see. Maybe it explains it here. Mass attack deals mental damage, inflicts admiration. If cast when the joyous state ends, inflict charmed instead and deals a huge amount. There you go. There you go. That's, oh my god, I'm insane logician. So that's this would explain why you would go through Angel's Invite here. Why would it be worth going through the joyous state? Because if you go through the joyous state, you hurry up, you're out of it, and now you're casting it, you inflict charmed instead and deals a huge amount of additional mental damage. So when done after resolving Joyous state, you are nuking. Otherwise, it's going to be some admiration. It's going to deal mental damage and inflict admiration if you cast it this way, right? Now, what is admiration? Do we know what it is? Do we know what admiration is? Yes. Admiration means reduce damage dealt, transforms into charmed. Okay, so it's one of the stacks. I forgot about it. Okay, so it's one of the stacks they will become charmed after. So, which this means that if you cast it after resolving the Joyous state, it's insta-charmed, which is good. Ultimate. Step into the end of a beautiful dream. Self-channel, it's another self-channel. Both ANJO Nala and the ally targeted by treaty enter a channeling state. At the start of the next round, decreases the current HP to the ally targeted by treaty. Of the ally targeted by treaty, okay. So she siphons HP from the ally that you are pacting with. Then, the ally and ANJO Nala cast their respective ultimate. ANJO Nala launches a mass attack, causes enemy to enter a random negative status state. What? Causes enemies to enter random negative status states. Deals mental damage. This attack deals additional damage based on the number of different negative status among all enemies. That's crazy. What the fuck? Okay, so basically, what you do is you cast the ultimate, you channel. You're going to this channel. You are, in exchange for some HP, I think it's going to be percentage, let's be honest, of your target attack, you will be doing a free forced ult on this ally that you have the pact, and then she's going to do the ult as well. I don't know the order. If the order, which one is the order? Is the ally going first, or is ANJO going first and then the ally? I would assume that the ally is going first, because if you do it on a support, you probably want the support to go first, and if you cannot decide and it's automatic, I think it should go the ally first and then ANJO Nala. Then the ally and ANJO Nala cast the respective ultimate. ANJO Nala launches a mass attack. This is when she does her ult. Whenever it is, if it's before or after, this is what she does specifically. She does a mass attack, causes enemies to enter random negative status. So it's like doing the debuff with 6. It's probably going to be a pool of debuffs, and she's going to apply X amount. Deals mental damage. This attack deals additional damage based on the number of different negative statuses among all enemies. Now, what I am hoping for here is that we will be getting a somehow different pool of debuffs that we can get, different than 6, because that would mean that it's going to be very easy to stack a gazillion debuffs. She's a crowd control sub carry. Yeah. So it looks like you could apply like a gazillion debuffs on the enemy to maximize the damage that you are doing on with the ult, right? So we are not looking at a hyper carry, we are looking at a very, 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 very strong DPS, sub-DPS, support, CC, charmed. Like, she can do everything. She can charm, she can do a lot of damage. I feel like she will be doing like a decent amount of damage, I feel like. Especially because like extra actions and shit. So are we looking at a Lucy ANJO angle? When you are like absorbing Lucy HP to force her into going to ultimate, so you get the ultimate leader status, so you get you rush and you force the ultimate out of Lucy, so you can instantly go like super Flatus advantage mode and perma increase of cards. Sounds really fun. It's probably more other teams, but you know, sounds really crazy. Also, it's she's mental, so Vila, yeah. If Lucy follow-ups reduce Joyous duration too, it might be crazy good. The Joyous duration, I think it's only when you self-channel yourself over and over, right? I don't think any other character can help her. Angel's Invite. Ooh, oh, because of Angel's Invite, you mean? Okay, but if you are pacting Lucy, she's doing Satisfy Meal instead. So I guess you lose Lucy, but you packed with 6 instead. No, you need to pact with a mineral or a star. If you packed with a mineral, then or a star, then she's doing so 37. So 37. If you want to do that, Angel's Invite, right? Windsong, Villa, and her. Oh my god, yeah. Jesus. Wait, what if you do Windsong? Oh my god, the possibilities on this character are crazy. The potential of this character is like ridiculous. Because not being a hyper DPS, hyper carry, and limited, and having all of this kit means that we are dealing with a character that can enable a lot of teams, even the craziest ones, because depending on who you path with, right? So you have a 4-man. Villa is plant, so she will gain Moxie if you path with Villa. How about Chu? Yeah, Chu could be an option. Yeah, you could do Chu, considering Chu also has extra actions, right? So what about ANJO Chu? Is ANJO Chu gonna go crazy because of mineral every time? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, Chu ANJO, isn't Chu ANJO insane? Because Chu, when she does the extra action, those are incantations. Are those incantations gonna count for this? Because if they do, that means that we are spamming Angel's Invite, and since she is going to be in the joyous state, no, she's not going to be in the joyous. No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work because we are not spamming. This is not going to cast the incantation. It is not going to cast Twins Phantom. It's going to cast Angel's Invite. It's going to cast Angel's Invite. Angel's Invite. So it doesn't work. It doesn't work, but it's still good. You still have like a lot of Chu ANJO 37 Villa. Yeah, that could be an option. Yeah, like ultra extra action galore. Marcus plus ANJO because Marcus spams getting Moxie, so they're just going to rotate ultimate like hell. Yeah, that's what I said. Like there are so many. What does is ANJO made with the entire R99 roster in mind? Is ANJO made so you can use her with every team ever? Chu 37 ANJO, yeah. Chu 37 ANJO healer, any healer, Villa, Tit Fairy. Tit Fairy. But Admiration would become Charmed. Yeah, but like, Admiration, let's see. Inflicts Admiration. Oh man, in that case, yes. Yes. But it's not gonna be as fast because you need to, for this part of the, for this portion of the extra incantation, you will not get this from the extra action, but you're still, you are right, you're still getting Admiration, which means that you will eventually charm the enemy, right? But you will be missing the huge amount of additional mental damage. It will be charmed, so you are still getting the Admiration and charm, so it means that it's going to decrease the attack and buff ANJO. That's going to happen, but is that the first S++? Is that a quadruple? Is this the first double S character, true quadruple S character? But Admiration will become charm. It will, yes. So yeah, I mean, we are pulling this 100%. I think I have enough to get her. I will dedicate all my pulls to her, so I can hopefully I can get her. I will get her guaranteed in global, that's for sure. But hopefully we can get her in. Should I skip Lucy? There we go. There we go. ANJO, yeah, ANJO portraits are gonna go crazy. I wonder, is this a? Are we looking at P0 from now on meta? Are we doing like a P0 meta? Because we know, like, right? Even if let's say in a scenario where we don't know what's coming, right? And global is the same as CN, but we know what they're gonna do from now on. They're gonna do a limited character every 4 months. So should we just P0 every character that we like and then save over and over and over? I feel like that's the play. If you care about like getting a crazy cracked roster of characters, I feel like the only way for us to survive, especially if you're free to play, you are not pulling. And if you're pulling P0. You are not touching anything. You are being very careful. I will make a separate video dedicated about this, but holy fuck. So this character looks really strong. What do you think though? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think about this character? Are you pulling about this character or not, right? Let me know, okay? This is a really crazy character. You will see me live as I'm right now on twitch.tv/Jakazin for more content and more talk about these characters. So thank you for watching and see you next time.